Hello everyone, my name is Larry and I'm the creator of Tropic Tank Mates. In today's video, I'm going to show you on how I set up this fish tank behind me. It's an 8-gallon fish tank and I set it up from the beginning. I'm gonna show you the step-by-step on how I did it, and I'm gonna show you on how to avoid syndrome by using this Bubbles and Troubles starter pack. Here is the fish tank that I picked up from my local fish club meeting. I got this one from the live auction and I only paid $20 for this fish tank. This comes with this built-in 3D background. It looks like made out of styrofoam, and on the side there's a slot where you can put in the filter that will act as a waterfall feature for this fish tank. I noticed the lower part of the 3D background is not touching the floor. There's about 2 to 3 inches gap from the lower panel to the 3D background. That means I'm gonna need to put a lot of substrate, which is perfectly fine because I'm trying to make a planted tank. Typically, when I'm setting up a planted tank, I want my substrate about 2 to 3 inches thick. It's good for heavy root feeder aquatic plants. So as you can see, I start first by adding some fertilizer on the first layer and some aqua soil. Then I'm gonna cover it with a regular substrate. So I don't need that much aquatic soil or plant soil for this fish tank because it's very small. I don't want so much nutrients, so that's the reason why I'm adding a regular gravel or substrate on the top. So now I'm gonna use this planting tool to make sure that I have the substrate evenly distributed all over my fish tank. And I'm gonna put a little bit of a high ground at the back or towards the back of the fish tank. And now that I'm done working on the substrate, I'm gonna start adding the hardscape like woods and rocks. So these are the woods that I kept in my backyard for a long time, just in case I'm gonna need to create a project like this. I also took some river rock from my fish pan. And now before I start planting, I want to make sure to spray some water all over the hardscape and substrate to make sure it's moist and ready to accept my aquatic plants. I'm gonna show you guys what kind of plants that I'm going to use. It's not so crazy. I have very basic plant, which is dwarf sagittaria, bacopa, some rotalia repen. I have some nana petite anubias. Here are the type of plant that I really like because they are easy and low light. And now I'm going to try my best to plant the aquatic plant evenly and make sure that I'm gonna cover most of it, and I'm gonna create another video or a follow-up video within 2 to 3 months to see what happened or what are the improvements in this fish tank. I don't plan to use CO2 in this tank, so I want everything to grow naturally, and it's very exciting to see what will be the outcome. So stay tuned. I will have another video for this fish tank, and for now, enjoy watching while I'm planting. Here's what it looks like. So I glued some anubias nana petite in the wood and river rocks. I put a lot of dwarf sagittaria. They are nice looking plants. Here's what it looks like from the front view. I hope you guys like it. For me, I did enjoy planting. And now that we're done, let's start adding the water. While we are filling up the fish tank with tap water, I just wanna invite everybody or remind everyone that if you are new to my channel, Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and notification bell so you will get notified every time I upload my new video. I would like to invite everybody to visit my website. It's www.tropicstankmate.com, so you can see the update with my fish room, my social media platforms, and also you can check out the merchandise that I made by myself and I start selling it online. So now we are going to open this waterfall and see how it looks like. I noticed that the water pressure from the waterfalls is too strong, so I tried to play around with it and I figured that this can be adjusted accordingly. And now that I'm satisfied with the water flow, I'm gonna start adding a floating plant, and I choose to have pennywort. My new fish tank is now set up, and before we start adding the fish, we want to make sure that the water is safe and ready to accept fish. So we are going to use these Bubbles and Trouble products. The first one that I'm going to use is the AquaSafe. This will help to remove the bad nutrients from the water, and especially it will remove chlorine and chloramine that will kill your fish. So according to the manufacturer, I need to add 1 drop per gallon, or about 1 ml every 10 US gallon. So we want to make sure that we added the solution accordingly by the manufacturer's recommendation. And now I'm going to add this back to splash. This will help us to cycle the tank instantly. In this fish tank that I have, it's about 8 to 10 gallons. I'm adding about 1.5 ml. So you guys need to read the direction or the instruction at the back of the bottle. I recommend using Google conversion so you can have the idea on how much solution you need to add. You need to convert liters into US gallon. And now here are the fish that I'm planning to add in this fish tank. So I have some albino corridora. These are bred from my fish room. So I have albino corridora, I have some endler guppies. I believe they are ginga rubia or ruba. These are mystery snail. I have 2 purple and 2 chestnut, and this is my mascot. It's a color green wild type betta. It's a green alien betta, and I'm so excited to have him in this fish tank. Now that the fish tank is set up and we already did add the aquarium solution, waited for about 10 to 15 minutes, we can now start adding the inhabitants. So as you guys can see, I already add the mystery snail. I have 2 purple and 2 chestnut color. I am now adding the albino cory catfish. These are bred in my fish room. I have hundreds of albino corridora. They are very active and fun looking fish. If you are interested to know more about Bubbles and Trouble products, I'm gonna have their link on the description down below so you can check it on their website. And now I'm adding the endler guppies. Very beautiful, colorful, attractive ginga rubia or ginga ruba. I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah, please comment down below if you know the right pronunciation of these endler guppies. As you guys can see, the fish start to enjoy their new fish tank. And now here is my wild type betta. It looks really amazing. I like this fish. I got it imported from Vietnam. Hoping that I can breed wild type bettas in the future. So stay tuned, who knows, maybe I can create a video on how to breed Betta. Alright guys, we are now going towards the end of my video. Once again, thank you so much for spending time with me setting up this fish tank. I appreciate all the love and support. Thank you, and I will see you on my next video.